Hey everyone, can you guys hear me? Welcome to Clean Greens Living, broadcasted here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bri. Christina's in the house somewhere. Where's Christina, Daniel? Oh, there she is at the studio. Look good. Oh, look, now I feel left out. I'm not in the cool station with the Rainier Avenue Radio behind me.
Put it in front of your mouth, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
better.
oh, yeah,
I can
that's
hear
better.
myself.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, you look. Let me screenshot. You look like such a professional. Um, you looking nice. Hey, D Money, I heard you in the background. What's up? What's up? Welcome to Queen Greens Living, broadcast live here on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your girl, Queen Bree and Christina. How is it going, Christina? How are you today?
I'm great. It's a beautiful day, and I'm in the studio with Daniel, ready to talk about what we're getting into and inviting everybody out. Yeah, I'm ready. How are you,
You
Bree?
sound ready. I I am doing good. I'm excited. I look cute, so I was like, I need to go out
You
the same so
too.
people can see my outfit and my
That's
makeup.
gorgeous. Oh my
I
god.
may have a photo shoot posted later on. I feel excited because we just finished our beekeeping course, and it's like a weight off my shoulder. I
Yeah.
took the quiz, but before we go into that, let's just do look at those bees. This is about to be us soon. Oh my goodness! Is this from what you did this weekend?
Yes, went out to one of the Snohomish beekeepers property to see a couple of nukes released into his hives, but of course he showed me way more than that. So yeah, Daniel's going to be showing some really good video and pictures. Might make some people's skin crawl.
Wow. I'm like, this is about to be us, Christina. Like, okay, so guys, let me do a land acknowledgement real quick because I do want to acknowledge the land that we are on, the traditional land of the people of Seattle, the Coastal Salish, past and present. We honor you with gratitude. And we also acknowledge what has happened to Black people on this land who were forced out of their homes and were not able to pass down generational wealth to their families. So if you are a family that was forced out of your home, are were affected by a lot of systematic racial problems, please contact us at blackdollardays.taskforce.org and tell your story. They are working on ways, they're working on reparations, on ways to find reparations for these families. Um, so yeah, so we just finished beekeeping class and it was a what 6 week course?
Yes, 6
Six
classes.
week course. How did you feel? Like, what, how did you feel about it? Tell me, because we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. How did you feel about taking this beekeeping class?
I was initially just like super excited because of course I was thinking about just adding this awesome, knowledge and history to my portfolio and that I could say I am going to be a black beekeeper, you know? So not only a black
Yes.
farmer, now a black beekeeper. And then came the reality that there's a lot to learn
Oh
and
my God.
we
Yes.
are responsible for keeping these bees alive essentially, like, so then I get nervous, but ultimately, overall, I'm so excited to be learning this, and just I never thought I would be going into beekeeping.
Listen, if you would have told me 5 years ago that I would be a farm director working on the farm, um, seeing snakes slithering in the grass and still going back on the farm, if you would have told me I was going to be a beekeeper, I would have like, you're out of your mind. You're crazy. But
Mhm.
here we are. It is so crazy and so surreal. For me, like you said, I was excited. I went to a urban farmer conference last year, and
Yeah,
so for me, that's when I started saying, "Ooh, we should do bees, right?" And then
right.
Christina came on here and we started talking about it, and she put it into action, right? Um, so for me, when I went in there, I was like, "Okay, this is cool. I know that there's a lot to learn." But it was for me, it was just so much information. Like
Mhm.
you guys, if you want to, you can't just say, I want to keep bees and keep bees, which a lot of people just like, oh, I want to, well, let me not say that because some people can, but it's a process. And if you want to be successful, you want to take the classes, you want to be informed. And so for me, I was nervous because I'm like, okay, I'm in these classes, I'm present and I'm learning. But when it came down to taking a quiz, I got scared because I'm like, is what I learned gonna, am I gonna remember the things that I learned? And as I was taking the quiz, I was only missing like one or two questions. And
Yeah.
yes, it's open book, but still, I wasn't reading the whole book because I'm like, nope, I'm just going to go off of what I remembered in class and just refer back to the book.
Mhm.
So for me, I felt so much better, like a weight lifted off my shoulder once I did the quiz. Now, I'm not too scared about keeping the bees alive. I'm not too scared about like the things that come with it because I know that it's going to be a learning process
Mhm.
and we have a whole community of people. Because anytime I don't know for you, but anytime I open up my mouth and say we're getting ready to start keeping bees, somebody like I know somebody that keep bees. So
Oh,
I know that we
mm.
have, yeah, like I have at least literally like five people that have told me they know people who keep bees. So so you can rest your pretty little head that we are going to be successful because we have people, you went out there, you took the initiative, which is like, I
Yeah, I
love
was
that about
thinking, like,
you.
they're super supportive, but they are very far, although I do love, getting out of the city and especially getting my
Yeah.
kids out of the city, but they are super supportive, like, they're like, "Come out," Eli is like, "Come out to her property," so I feel really confident in who we chose to go with and taking the B
Yeah.
course as well, so
Yeah.
I
And
was
it's
a
been like
little leery of that too because I was like I wanted to find somebody local,
yeah.
I just
The
felt more
people
comfortable,
the
but
people that I talk to are local. So but it's good to have people further out and it's
yeah,
good
so
to have
now we
people
have
local. Yeah,
yeah,
we have a
more
look,
support.
we have our bee family. So now when y'all call me Queen Bee, I am really a Queen Bee now because I will be the queen of bees, besides the queen that makes the honey.
Wait, did this have anything to do with your blouse today? Your
No,
blouse
but it
choice?
has, no, but how
There's
fitting is
a
it
lot
that
of honey tones going on.
yes,
And your
oh, look,
skin, of course.
come on with it. Look, you don't have me, girl. No, just playing. Okay, okay, okay. It's that very kind of girl. But
Uh,
no, I'm super excited about the bees. I am super nervous. It takes a lot to keep bees. You have to know your area. So depending on which area works for us, we have an area, but I would love to have some at NEE. But we just got to check and make sure that we can have it in the area because it is a residential area, which are different qualifications to keep bees, right?
mhm.
So super excited. I'm super excited to see the process of the honeys. I thought I was going to be turned off by all that uh, vermite and all that larva and all that stuff she was showing, but I
Oh.
survived. I survived it.
You can barely see them. Like, my video footage probably wasn't that good because first of all, I'm not a cameraman, and so I'm trying to look, and I might have shoved my phone out the way so I could look, but you had to really look in there to see the larva. I don't think it's anything that'll make your skin crawl. He described it as like a fleck, but I could see the actual little worm in there because
I
I
know
like I say, I have
your
eagle
video's good.
eyesight.
No, I need to go out there and see it. It's so cool to see this happening. Um, I want to thank everybody that came out to support us for Earth Day. It was a beautiful event. Um, the garden looks good. We're in a I feel like we're in phase one of the garden, but for me, it's like we're in phase two of phase one. So in our phase three, I don't whatever phases, we're in different phases of phase one. So the first phase was getting that stuff taken out, getting the beds laid. We got some stuff planted, but then we had I mean not rats, rabbits. Rabbits. I'm tripping. Like growing up, I didn't see this many rabbits in the central area. I grew up in the city, but now I'm like, every time I turn around, there is a rabbit.
Maybe it's related to global warming or something, like the rabbit population and the food cycle is being affected. I don't know. That's my
Well,
sciencey, nerdy brain working.
that could be true because too, I hear people talking about coyotes in the. I'm like, I used to walk down the street with no
And
protection,
that
and there's
makes sense, right?
coyotes.
Because that's their prey. Coyotes eat
Yeah.
bunnies, and you're seeing more where we are. So here comes their prey or their predator, you know.
Yeah.
So what eats coyotes?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out if they're if the coyotes is coming because of the rabbits, child. I don't want to see what's gonna come for the coyotes. Hopefully, it's people.
No. You know these people in Seattle are not eating coyote.
Child, you sure? Because people are getting desperate these
They're too
days.
close to dogs. They're not this is a dog city.
Everybody have a dog these days. Back in the day, you barely knew how to dog. Now every time I turn around, I need a dog. But so we had Bunny, but it wasn't. The bunnies was nibbling at the leaves, but they didn't take anything out. Thank God.
They had their definitely had their choice. They no, they enjoyed the Asian greens. They
They enjoyed it.
decimated that bed, but
Oh, okay.
they're still growing. So I think we might be okay.
Yeah, and then we were talking about putting some fences around. So this is getting ready to be this. So it's going to be our urban youth farm. So it's going to be named the Rainbow Clean Greens Rainbow Youth Urban Farm because
Okay.
the kids came up with the name last year, Rainbow Youth Farm. So
Mhm.
we're keeping that name, the Rainbow Youth Farm, and it's going to be an urban youth farm.
Yep.
And we would love to see you guys out there, just showing up for the kids. We have a nice. I should have sent Daniel that picture. We have a cool neighbor that's across the street at A McGee that has his own garden, and he brought us produce from that garden, which I thought was cool. We're coming into a neighborhood full of people who love to garden and love to grow food themselves.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to have them come in and just talk about what worked and didn't work for them in their own gardens.
Yeah, he told me about his irrigation system that he has on GPS or something where he can control the moisture level in the soil. It's like
What?
really high tech. Like I was like, so we're already like collaborating. I was like, okay, send me the name of that. Like I haven't even heard of
Nice.
that.
That's
So
cool. He's all like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Mind you, he got a whole system that he
yeah,
can
and he's
track.
harvesting. What is he harvesting out of his garden?
I know that he brought us some chard and some kale.
Mm.
Oh, look, this is your son. What's in here? So you guys brought some stuff this past week
Oh,
to the garden. What is that?
that's rhubarb. We brought that from the farm. Tommy gave that to us. So we have a couple rows down there that we're staying on top of the weeds and the comfrey. But so I brought some up to Amy. Which
No.
does really well.
Okay. So
Did you
so we
grow up
got
eating
rhubarb.
rhubarb?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
I've heard about, is it rhubarb pie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't grow up with that, but
I didn't either.
look, I'm just saying Daniel's message: be informed about the bees, to be or not to be. All you need is two, and then you thousand. Oh, let me go back. Look, I'm over here working. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to read the comments. I love looking at Daniel's commentary. He's hilarious. So on our urban farm, we have kale, we have carrots, we have lettuce,
Mhm.
and then Chinese cabbage, was it?
Yeah.
And now we have rhubarb. And then I seen something with a mushroom. What was you doing with that mushroom?
Oh, did I send that? Oh man, I didn't send it. A lot of my videos were too long, but I'll be more prepared. um, so there was a mushroom. I don't know if you noticed during the work parties, there was already a good sized mushroom growing on one of the tree stumps.
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't notice that.
yeah, it looks I'm not a mushroom expert, but it was dark. It looked like a portobello, but probably wasn't. And so the next time I went out there,
Mm.
that thing was cut. Like somebody cut it close to the tree. And I'm like, okay, somebody's foraging out here. And so then later, I was like, you know what? Mushrooms already growing out here. We have these tree stumps, and then we have that one that's really deteriorated, that the compost piles and stuff were around. And so I'm like, well, let's just do some more. Let's do what, Paris is doing at Seward Park. Let's grow some mushrooms. Let's put some plugs in.
Nice. And so
Yeah.
we wanna make sure what kind of mushrooms this is. We don't want to have people out on the urban farm high. No, just messing.
No, I think you have to really go searching for those. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
uh, if you're just tuning in, you're tuning into Clean Greens Living, broadcasted live here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bri, and Christina, and our other host, Christina Chambers. And we are just catching up on what we have been doing with Clean Greens, how excited we are about what's to come. Um, so yeah, so now we're in the process of planning our grand opening. So please save the date, July 1st. I'm so excited. It's going to be in our urban garden. Um, I'm really excited about what's to come. What are you looking forward to growing and eating? I know we just got some new seeds in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
tell
And
us
then
what you're.
so we have some cantaloupe down there. Um,
Mhm.
and corn. Every
Hold
season.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This is our farm. You guys did
Oh
all of
yeah.
that last week.
Oh, and it looks better than that now because he tilled again. So yeah.
All of this
Oh,
happened in a week, y'all.
I spoke with him this morning and he was like, "Where are you? We're planting onions." And I was like, "Oh, I thought we were planting onions next week." So he said, "We are planting. We There is work to be done. Like all those transplants, that beautiful greenhouse, everything needs to be planted. We are ready." So I guess
Ooh, I know you.
last week is so up and down. It really is weather reliant. That's what Tommy says. Last week it was like, we don't know when we're gonna plant. We don't know. We have to watch the weather. We can't just, they can't go by just what the meteorologist says. We will be all messed
Yeah,
up, right?
yeah. Because
And so yeah.
last year when we were planting, I was like, we were trying to plant. We planted some and stopped because I we were sinking into the ground. Like
Yeah,
I got stuck in there. So yeah, I can see why you said that.
yeah. And why they're leery, right? Like,
Yeah. But
okay.
so you guys can plant. So this is excited. I know you were like, dang it, this Deco show. I can't wait to get out there.
Yes.
Christina is she is y'all, she is Farmer Jane. Child, she out there she putting her hand in the cow's mouth, Jesus.
I
She
couldn't
done sent
send
me a
that video.
did you see in the video of the snake? Ah,
Did I? I tried. Yes.
look at that. Okay, take it down, Daniel. Take it down. I can't stand y'all. Oh, look at that
I was like,
snake.
look at his mouth. Looks like he's smiling.
Oh, girl, bye. Anyway, she down there holding snakes, putting her hand in the dang old cow's mouth. I'm like, girl, you was made for this because that is not about to be me, child, at
Yet,
all.
yet. Remember, this is
Okay,
the
got
season
to
of
say, oh
fighting
hell
fears,
no.
Bree.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight my fear. I looked at that video, and when I'm on the farm, I'm gonna see that little slithering around, and I'm gonna go my way, and it's gonna go its way.
He was going his way.
Yeah, I'm not. No, mm-mm,
I was
no.
bothering him.
Pineapple. Yeah, she all in that snake's face. Leave that snake alone. But I love
Told
it. I
you I
love
was
to see it
trying to
out
give
there.
my son a new pet.
You was made for this child. And see, here he go again. Daniel just likes messing with me. I almost cussed. I'm not even about to play with him.
He'll play it again.
Um, I'm excited to
Zoom in and
see.
out, Daniel,
Oh, I
like a
can't stand
scary
y'all. Look,
movie.
I'm gonna be like this for the rest of the show. Ooh, you see how they do me, and I just be loving and caring to everybody. Oh, and then salads. The salads look amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you bring me some tomorrow when
Tastes
you come from the farm?
amazing. Yes.
Bring me some. Bring me some.
Did you
I
get
need
any of the turnips yet?
no, I haven't. Where are they?
Oh, dang. Do you have a picture of the cooked greens?
Oh, those look good. You made those? Wow. Yes, I need some. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you bring me some because I need about a month to forget that you've seen that snake before I can go out there and really be productive. And here he goes again. Yo, I'm not about to play with you.
He's laughing.
I know he is. I told you. I knew when you sent that video, he was about to mess. I knew that if you didn't send that video, he was gonna put one up there. So I'm excited about what's happening on the farm. Christina, you look really good out there. I really
I'm,
enjoy seeing.
I'm excited for the youth. Like, I'm glad that you emphasize that it's the Rainbow Youth Urban Farm
Yes,
because I mean our area, they just this is going to be so awesome. It really is going to be like through the youth, I believe. You know that the youth are going to be the ones that teach their family a different way.
yeah,
That's why it's so
they
important.
are.
And of course, I know it sounds so cliche, they are the future, but like I listen to my kids. Like if I don't listen to anyone, I'm going to listen to my kids. And so really it is really through the youth that we can create change.
It is, and they really. I love that they enjoy it. People underestimate you. They don't like. They don't know everything, so we do still need to guide because you're still learning, right? But they're willing and able to learn, and they pick up fast, and they have really good input in what we're talking about. And I love how when they're out there, they're getting to see the fruit of their labor and eat it and then share it with their family. So
Mhm.
they have this sense of pride and accomplishment. They really enjoy themselves. So I can't wait. I'm super excited about them because they get to plant more this year. So
Oh
it's like
yeah.
kind of like a little graduation of you guys were at this smaller garden last year learning. Now you're coming over here where it's more to plant and learn to do and build. Like I had one youth last year, she built a whole compost. Her mom didn't know she was building a compost, but she built her a compost. And I just love it. Like they really like this. They really get into it.
Mhm.
They do.
Yeah, it's are awesome habits that they're learning while they're young, and just being exposed to things when you're young. You never know what you're passionate about, what you're capable of, unless you're exposed to it. So, we're gonna get them that
Right.
exposure and force them, like my kids. We talked about this. We have to force our kids because they'll say no, like,
Yeah.
and then
And
end
that's
up
what I'm
liking
learning.
it. And then end up
Right.
saying, "Thank you, mom. Thank you for putting me in there. That was fun." And then you're like, "What? You raised all that sand and you had fun."
And that's the thing. That's what I'm learning. Okay, you guys, let's talk about it real quick. Us 80s babies were like, I feel like people were so hard on us. And I think that that's part of the problem when we grew up with our kids. We were too easy on them when we needed to find a balance. So I do urge parents to like make your kids do things that are positive and productive in their life. I mean, I even have a almost 20-year-old who was like, I wish you guys would have made me stay in this because she would get in stuff like she got in choir. The little girl quit because the teacher wouldn't let her go to the bathroom. This child never liked being told what to do ever, not even in my room. And then she was in track and she didn't put her all into it. But she's like, I wish you guys would have made me stay and stick to it. And so that is what's sticking in my mind is that kids are learning and they don't understand the importance of the activities that we're asking them to do. Even going to church is building a foundation into them to love themselves, a foundation into them what a community is outside of school,
Yeah, I'm glad
how
you
to
said
show up, yeah, and how to find peace
surf.
and how to serve. And then like even like when I look at my kids, this one girl, it was funny. She was like, "How did you get your son to get in a choir?" And I was like, "I made him." And
I
I
was
kind of
thinking
felt
that
bad for
too.
making,
I
but it was
couldn't
like,
I could not physically put my son on that stage. Like, and so your
yeah,
son, he went willingly because it would be
he,
a physical
oh,
thing.
oh yeah. I don't have to get physical with them, but it is a sense of like I pay the bills in this house, and what are you doing? And so, and it's just like it's like a compromise, but also a conversation, and also it's like at the end of the day, for me, it's like I'm the parent. I'm asking you to do this. You need to do this. Or all the fun things that you think you want to do, the things that are not important in life, like the Xbox, the cell phone, that won't happen. That won't,
But
and that's for me. And that,
also, he knows that dad is where somewhere around there, like,
yeah,
and then grandma, and then so it's like that
yeah,
community, like you said,
yeah.
he
And
knows.
my mom, I have to thank her because like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have even been back in that mind state. She brought that into our home, so I really enjoy.
Oh.
If you're listening, I appreciate you about that. Is that she taught us the importance of why that is important. And even when I look at him on the stage and he's like barely moving, you can hear his voice because his voice is deep, but he's like,
But he's doing it. He's doing
he's doing it, and it's an experience that he's going to love when he got older. And
Mm.
as I got older, my mom started giving me choices. Now she was a very hardcore, you do as I say, not as I do type parent. But she started giving me choices like you have these three choices because you have to be active in church, or you have to be active. You can do choir, you can do ushering, or you could do Sunday school, but you got to be doing something.
Okay.
And so I chose what was best for me because again, too, what works for one doesn't work for all. So maybe he doesn't want to get in a choir because everybody's staring at him.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to be an
Yeah.
usher. There
All
are
and that's
ushers.
all our children are different, like they're
Yeah.
all different. But yeah, there are things like we were talking to him about the drums. He is interested in doing that. So
See,
yeah, that's
drums and
amazing.
learning drums. It's like
Yeah.
finding their niche. And it's like, and we're not coming for anybody's parenting because you see, we have two different parenting styles and they're both working for us. You release the need to tell people how to raise their daggone kids, first of all, right? We
Yeah.
are all trying to do the best. And this is where I can explain what us 80 babies, where at least what I see us come from, is we want to be able to make sure that we're not traumatizing them. But as I got older, I realized, like, being in the choir did build character. Being in church did teach me how to have faith and love. And when, in this world, when you get out in this world and things are not going well and you're stressed out, you
Mm.
come back to that feeling of home, security, and safety. And
Yeah.
now you can move forward. So
Raise a
that is why,
child.
yes, raise a child. And and a lot of us will go far, but we never go too far from that church, that foundation.
Yeah.
Making sure that you are built. Look, we don't went into a whole nother subject yet, but back on it. Build a
Yeah,
foundation
Bible
for your kids.
study.
Bible study. Build a foundation for your kids. We're building a foundation for our youth with Queen Greens, with teaching them in the beginning about growing food. And is it? We need to start talking about that in church too with the youth. It's like it's
Mm.
important in the Bible. If you eat good foods, you feel better, which gives you clarity, which makes you be able to accomplish your goals more.
Yeah.
So it's really important to do that. Oh, it's time is up. I feel like we're at the Oscars. He's playing the music. All right, guys. We got into it. Bye.